Hello, welcome back to Freebie Friday. This time on a Sunday. Not going so good so far. Anyway, this is a segment where I show you a free game on Steam each week. Today we're going to look at Plant Gallery, a short Botanic experience. It's done by a single developer, has 3 Steam achievements by Botanic Media. It's a Netherlands developer. So basically we're in this sort of like a museum art gallery, and the developer is actually a landscaper in real life. So the pictures all have this in common: they're what landscapers use. Now the idea is just to pick up the keys. You can also read a butterfly with closed wings. Press I. So you got to find that picture and press I in front of it. There was an A at the top, so you actually have to do those in order as well. But basically, you just got to find the chest and unlock the chest. Forget the name of the plant and put it where it corresponds to. So as I said, there's 35 plants all up here, and they may look random, so that's giving me the number to a code that I have to input later on. They might look random, but they're actually, this is where I have to press I, and you get a little, and the next sheet is on this bench over here. You see B on the top, so that has to be the next one, and we have to press H. So it might, like that section there, the 4 photos are grass. Other sections it's bushes. Other sections it's fruit trees. Other sections, so it is sort of organized without it really saying that. The 35 plants are divided in their genus pools. So basically it'll show you the genome of a apple tree, or the basic principle of an apple tree. Now the developer has a lucrative landscaping business, plus he also likes to try and teach students and encourage students to be hands-on when it comes to gardening and helping the environment, and especially in the landscaping side. So this game is an example to help those develop those careers. As a programming teacher, there's two fundamental bugs in this game. One, when you go from when you unlock a box and go from the point of view of looking at a lamp and back, sometimes it spirals out of control, your point of view, until you grab it. It's not a groundbreaking game bug, but it is extremely annoying and easy to fix. So I'm surprised he hasn't fixed that over all the time. So as soon as my point of view comes back, if I don't manually grab, it'll spin out of control. So I literally have to grab the mouse button, and move the cursor around. The other bug is in the credits. When you're opening the box there, inputting the code, you'll often have press F to use, and that just stays on. That doesn't actually get off. So it's just an overlay which is unnecessary and annoying, because even after the credits it'll stay there, and it shouldn't be like that. They're the only 2 bugs really. As I said, this game is for free. It has 3 achievements, they all unlock. This game really gave me the vibes of Reimagine. Rethink. The franchise Rethink, with the museum and pressing forward through puzzles. I highly recommend if this is the sort of thing you're interested in. I highly recommend that franchise. This is actually a pretty good game or a concept. It's just very short. It's only 30 minutes. It would be interesting if the teacher had, since he owns the engine to it, or he's using the Unity engine, if the teacher was to add more rooms and more concepts. I believe the whole idea is to identify plants. I don't know if I became any wiser after having played this, but having done my own research, I was interested to see why these plants were used. So these are really landscaping tools, plants that the landscapers use to either add scent to a garden or ornamental for a wow factor, or something like that. And all this does is give you trophies. So this is the wow factor of this virtual garden. Instead of adding plants or water or maybe music like a sound garden or anything, art, it could be another thing added to improve the wow factor. Unfortunately it doesn't. And that's the game. And then we go back to the credits. So I'll just talk about, because it actually goes through the 35 plants here, and I'll talk about each plant as it pops up. So and as you see, press F to use where it doesn't need to be. So that one is most common in the Ozarks. Early Europeans used to use it to cure the common cold. It can't cure the common cold. So just the Echinacea I'm going to botch these names. Verbena, South American, considered an invasive species as it can easily take over native species, used in gardens to give gardens a citrus scent. So that's interesting. Aster Eurasiatica, uses it as a food source for mainly butterflies and moths to encourage them. Salvia we know as sage and rosemary, and it's pretty much found everywhere. Helium, Moorheen beauty. They're known as sneeze weeds because the leaves are made out of, can be made to make snuff. Found in the Americas. Geranium, South Africa, they actually repel mosquitoes, so people add them to their gardens to do that. Brunera, actually it has a silver foliage, which is very, very rare in the plant world. Anemone, the flowers are opened up by wind, and they are able to close themselves at night, which is a very rare thing. Malus domestica is the apple tree. We all know. Very tasty. Always have one of those in your garden. Fruit berries usually used, enjoyed by birds. That must be the berry there. Magnolia is actually, it's interesting that plant existed before bees. They were actually originally pollinated by beetles, according to the fossil record. Pyrus is used for making woodwind instruments, furniture making, and scribing on paper. Liquid amber. Sap can be chewed like chewing gum, which is interesting. Acer, the tree seeds cause diseases in horses, very similar to Jamaican vomiting sickness in humans. Acer, oh, we've done that. Cornus. American soldiers made tea from this to for pain management when it comes to wounds. Phagus. A besieged city lived on Phagus when they were besieged in war battle. Hydronia, we've probably missed a few there, sorry. Actually very toxic because of cyanide in it, but some people still smoke it. Rhododendron, mad honey, very toxic to livestock. People have used it in battle strategies to poison their enemy. Syringa, lilacs, best not pruning if you want them to flower. Camellia, camellia is where we get tea from, so we get tea from their leaves. Forsythia, ornamental reasons because of their striking wow colour. So they're an often landscaping tool plant. Buddleja, used for butterfly type garden, but they can take over native species, so they're invasive in some areas. Lily row, so we're looking at grass here, all these areas of grass, these, and the tallest one I think is the last one, which is penicillium, or is it agroscosis? One of them grows to 8 meters, which is quite interesting. And I've lost my notes, sorry. Got notes everywhere here. Polypodium. It's where we get nougat from. Interesting. The Mateo one, we can cook fiddleheads. They're fiddleheads, but you got to be careful when you're cooking that. It is a delicacy. And that last one, Dryopteris, is used in bird boxes to stop red mites. So all the trees had interesting stories behind them, and unfortunately none of that's in game, so I didn't learn much. All it did is make me care about the world more, or care about nature, so kudos to that. You're given a cookie, but that's about it. Even if you solve the second puzzle, it doesn't turn it to a cake. I want a cake, especially since there's 2 puzzles in the game. I thought it could improve that one. Cookie for only 1 puzzle, cake for 2. And that's it. That's the entire game. So this is Tim. This is the developer. Basically, he wants to help people learn about nature, I guess, be a voice to landscaping and helping the world. This is his last name, Tim Templaris. He does primary school coding lessons for students, so I guess he uses this. This is his landscaping business. These are the people in his team. This is his business he has in the Netherlands. And that's him, the very last one, Tim Templars. These are the projects and the sort of gardens he makes and does. And he's popular in sedum roofs, so basically puts sedum roofs on top of buildings. This is his plant nursery where he gets a lot of his plants from. And that's it. That's the entire game. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, bye for now.